last week we had the stipulation match, and maybe some people can say that this could have been a rush storyline or something. But last week we had a match between Jey Uso and Solo Sikoa, and the stipulation was if Solo wins, the Bloodline has to leave him alone for good. If Jey Uso were to win, Jey Uso delivers Solo Sikoa to Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa becomes a part of the Bloodline. So that set up the stage for what we saw last night on Monday Night Raw. Um, I really liked um the aftermath, no pun intended. I really liked the aftermath of how everything had went down. Um, it was a little bit unpredictable, and I'm kind of glad they didn't interweave the bloodline storyline all throughout the entire show. Um, they waited for the last segment of the show to do this, and we had a pretty good full night of wrestling up to this point. But let's break it down. So first off, can we do a burial,
Ooh,
or should we save the
Timbo.
burial for the end? Let's save the burial for the end. We're
Okay.
gonna do that. We have a burial segment tonight, but for this part of the night, the crowd was hot for Roman Reigns coming out, and this was the basically the last segment of the night. Roman Reigns accompanied by Jacob Fatu, and we had Roman demanding the Usos to bring Solo Sikoa out, and then we get a long stare down with Solo and Roman in the ring. So that happens, and then Roman says the sight of him pisses him off, and then I liked how they did the whole vignette of kind of reminding us some of the history between Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Um, and the crowd was really over for Solo, getting big cheers. Like he is literally coming into his own with his own personality week by week, and it's pretty fun to watch. He had a, I guess it's pretty amusing promo last week with Jey Uso, but Roman, asks Solo, why do you think all this is funny? And asks, why are you even looking at him eye to eye right now? And then it came to a point where Uso then super kicks Solo. Then Jacob attacks Solo. And Roman Reigns says he's not too funny now, is he? And then Roman acknowledges the Usos as his captains. And he goes on to say, if any one of you guys back there disrespect them, you disrespecting me. And then Roman gives them the black ulufalas. Now, there's something I want to look up about the significance of the different colors of the ulufalas at some point. But then we see LA Knight come out, and Jacob attacks LA Knight, but then Roman stops him, and then Roman Superman punches LA. Um, we then go on to see that Roman is now demanding Solo to end LA Knight. And Roman says, well, you dragged him into this. Now send him home. And then Solo Sikoa goes on to say, sorry to LA. And then he goes on to do the Samoan spike on Roman Reigns. So this is the moment right here. We see Solo Sikoa apologizing to him, in which we thought it was possible that maybe he was going to do it. But then we get the Samoan spike heard around the world, knocks out Roman, and LA Knight and Solo take out the bloodline while Jacob Fatu watches. So there are a couple things going on here, Brandon. So what did you notice about this segment most?
I muted. I'm sorry. I saw somebody posted before of kind of breaking down that last week after the match, everybody thought that this was going to be the death of Solo's character again. Like it was just going to be a falling off. And within 10 minutes, they elevated his character even more than thought imaginable. So I think they did an absolutely great job by just swerving everybody and, attacking Roman. And now you have LA Knight into the mix again. LA Knight and Solo together was comedy gold and will continue to carry us through Survivor Series, will continue to carry us through the War Games. It'll get us to Money in the Bank. That's the projected match of Roman and LA Knight. So I just, I was, I don't want to say very surprised, but to do it in literally 3 minutes, where you bring back Solo and then he goes, "Nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna freaking throat punch my throat punch the tribal chief." So I think they did a great job with all that. And I just looked very quick while you were talking. It doesn't seem like there's much significance. The red Ulafalo is just the tribal chief, the head chief, usually with red. And then in general, I guess they're just kind of being acknowledged now with the black, Ulafalas that they got.
Interesting. Now, did you notice what Jacob Fatu was doing the whole entire time while Roman Reigns and the Usos were taking their beat down?
Yeah, he was basically just Michael Myers in the corner watching everything go down. Like he just kind of stared there like a menace, which I guess that kind of shows a little bit of like Roman is the one that calls the shots, obviously, and like, can Jacob not call his own shots? Is he not able to do his own thing? Did he not realize what was going on in the moment and should have stepped in? Did he choose not to step in? Like, there's going to be a lot of things going on with that storyline that you and I just created that everybody's going to create.
I am willing to bet that the Bloodline storyline is going to open up Raw on Monday. I'm willing to bet that that's going to probably happen. Um, so here's the thing: a couple weeks ago, Roman Reigns told the Usos and Jacob Fatu that LA Knight was off limits. And even tonight, when last night when Jacob Fatu was about to go ham on LA, Roman Reigns backed up Jacob Fatu into the corner and told him to stand down. So Jacob Fatu, that's what he did the whole rest of the time, was he stood down, taking his orders from Roman Reigns.
Hmm.
So do you think that going into next Monday that Roman Reigns should be pissed off at Jacob Fatu, or should Roman Reigns be like, you know what, you listened to every word I had to say, even though that this happened. You stood down, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think we're going to see some dissension next week due to the fact that Jacob Fatu is watching Roman Reigns get beat down.
Yeah, I think I'm on that wave. I think that at least makes the most sense out of it.
And then Jacob Fatu is going to be like, you know what? You told me to stand down. You told us to stand down.
Yeah, like you literally just gave me a Ulafalo. Like, I want to listen to you and do as I am told, wise man, or not wise man, tribal chief.
Am
So,
I
yeah.
mistaken that Roman gave Jacob Fatu an Ula follow at some point?
No, he did.
He did.
He
Okay.
actually gave it to him first.
Yeah, this is going back like 6 weeks ago at least, maybe 2 months now. because it seemed like a little bit. It seemed like Jacob Fatu was a little bit pissed that Usos got their Ulufalas, their black Ulufalas, knighted as the captains of Bloodline.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think Jacob Fatu just always looks upset, but that's what we call in the industry the RBF.
Do we think that Jacob Fatu is still going to be the Bloodline by the time War Games comes around?
Um, I think so. I think like tonight, like you said, they're gonna spin it where it was like a showing of loyalty and listening to Roman, but then Roman or Jay or some or even Jimmy is gonna be like, look, like we understand, but like sometimes you gotta step up and help us. Like we can't look weak. And then like that's where he'll realize that he needs to be his own person, but also is like an enforcer, obviously, the way he was added to the group to be. So I think he'll kind of get his own brain after this one. So we'll see the slow burn that we like. We like to use that word a lot. So we'll see the slow burn of Jacob actually being able to be his own person as the next couple of weeks, months go. But yeah, I think he stays around.
Yeah, because here's the thing. You have on one side you have LA Knight feuding with Bloodline. Now you have Solo and LA Knight are united. You're gonna have Royce Keys back, but who would be the fourth guy to come in and join to face the Bloodline? And I'm thinking possibly maybe I don't know. I want to say Oba, but it might be a little too early for that. Um, but I'm trying to think of who the fourth guy would be, and I'm kind of like drawing a blank a little bit because you got Cody and Punk. They're on SmackDown. Um, Randy, KO, they're all on SmackDown. Like, who on Raw would help to go against the Bloodline is my big question.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't think. I don't know. I guess I really haven't thought that far because they end up just like somebody will end up getting intertwined into something,
I have a feeling
or
it probably could be Seth Rollins.
I think I got it. It'll be Penta. He's going to have nothing to do. He's going to be the one to win this tournament, face Roman Reigns. It's going to be a great match. And then they're going to be like, well, there's somebody from your past that still holds a little bit of a grudge. And then we'll just hear Penta's music.
Yeah, I mean that's possible.
Because what else is he going to
I
do
can
after?
definitely
What else is
I
he going to do after that?
I can see Penta and Ray Phoenix finally becoming a tag team
That works
after
too.
this tournament because I have a feeling like we're gonna probably we'll talk more about it later, but I have a feeling we're gonna get Penta versus Ray Phoenix in the finals, and the winner gets Roman Reigns. Brother versus brother, brother.
Brother.